Welcome to Region 1, the Ilocos Region, where fertile plains, rolling hills, and coastal communities work together to sustain one of northern Philippines' most vibrant agricultural economies. Here, garlic, tobacco, rice, corn, livestock, fisheries, and aquaculture are more than commodities. They are sources of livelihood, identity, food security, and community resilience. In this region, agriculture is not only an industry, it is a shared way of life, strengthened by the knowledge of partners, the commitment of institutions, and the collective will of communities to innovate and thrive. Amidst this dynamic landscape, the Ilocos Agriculture, Aquatic, and Natural Resources Research and Development Consortium, or Ilaarrdec, stands as a unifying platform for collaboration. It brings together institutions, experts, local governments, industry partners, and communities to ensure that research does not remain in isolation, but becomes a driver of productivity, enterprise, policy, and inclusive development. Established on December 21, 1979, through the partnership of PCAR, MMSU, and the then Cotton Research and Development Institute, and the then Philippine Tobacco Research and Training Center, the consortium began as the Ilocos Agricultural Research Center. Through the years, it evolved in scope, membership, and mandate, becoming Ilaarrdec in 1986, Ilaarrdec in 1990, and finally, with the inclusions of the aquatic sector in 2030, the present Ilaarrdec. This evolution reflects more than a change in name. It reflects growing commitment to respond to the real needs of the region. Today, Ilaarrdec coordinates, monitors, and evaluates regional R&D activities, provides directions for consortium-led programs. It serves as an avenue for resource sharing, expertise mobilization, and partnership building for the advancement of agriculture, aquatic, and natural resources in the region. Ilaarrdec is composed of 17 member institutions, including state universities and colleges, national government agencies, and research centers. Together, these institutions form a strong regional knowledge network. Each member contributes its own expertise, facilities, technologies, and community linkages, creating a consortium that is stronger than any single institution working alone. Through this collaboration, regional problems are addressed with shared solutions, and local innovations are scaled for wider impact. The consortium operates under a well-defined organizational structure that enables collaborations to become action. At its core is the Regional Research and Development Coordinating Committee, which sets directions, review priorities, and ensures alignment with regional and national development goals. Supporting these are the Technical Working Cluster and Techno-Transfer, Research and Development, Information and Communication Technology, and Science Communication. These clusters ensures that the research output are not only generated but protected, promoted, communicated, commercialized, and adapted. As one of top 6 finalists for PCAR's prestigious UME Award, Ilaarrdec proudly carries the story of the Ilocos Region, a story of partnership that work, research that reaches people, and innovation that create impact. This recognition affirms not only the accomplishment of the consortium, but also the shared commitment of our member institutions and partners to transform knowledge into inclusive growth, resilient livelihood, and sustainable development in agriculture, aquatic, and natural resources. For the evaluation period of 2024 to 2025, the consortium entered the season of preparation, transformation, and delivery. Proposals were translated to concrete programs, laboratories were strengthened, technologies were validated, and partnerships were mobilized to address priority concerns in agriculture, aquatic, and natural resources. A major flagship initiative was the continuous enhancement of the national program for garlic, a strategic investment of one of the region's most important crops. Through the establishment of a molecular and virus infection laboratory, the consortium strengthened its capacity to safeguard garlic genetic resources and support the production of clean planted materials. Complementing this was the metabolic analysis of Philippine garlic cultivars, which generated scientific information on nutritional composition, quality, and potential contamination risks. Our sustained collaborations with iShared, R1HRDC, and SILAC has gone beyond the tangtak of a joint research development innovation symposium. It has become a platform for shared expertise, pooled resources, and cross-sector partnerships. By working together, the consortia can strengthen innovation networks, supported startup and industry-focused initiatives, and created wider spaces where researchers, entrepreneurs, government agencies, and communities can work together toward practical solutions. One initiative closely supported and monitored is the NICER program for accelerating salt industry and innovation, or the ASSIST program, implemented by IOSU, IDIMSU, and PSC. Through documentations and assessment of salt farming practices across the country, the program contributed to sustainable and climate-resilient salt technologies. The Salt R&D Center at ASU Kimmalay campus also served as a camp for research output, technology development, and industry assistance. Under DeepSU, HDPE-based technologies and value-added salt products continue to expand economic and nutritional applications of salt. These innovations create opportunities for food supplements, tuku making, specialty products, and new livelihood pathways for salt-producing communities. From pioneering work on indigenous food plants, the consortium also expanded toward probiotic research, with supports from CHED and in collaboration with Awarded and AIP. Researchers developed probiotic products from local resources such as root crops, duhat, wasgor, garlic, and bamboo shea. Beyond the scientific outputs, the program strengthened human resources, opened shared laboratory facilities, and built a culture of collaborations that links local diversity with health, enterprise, and community empowerment. Across these undertakings, Ilaarrdec served as the enabling platform. The consortium assisted in proposal preparation and those projects for funding, coordinated technical and financial monitoring, and mobilized regional experts from its member institution. Through the Regional Research Development and Innovation Committee, these initiatives gained broader recognition and policy support. This is value consortium work. Individual projects become regional priorities, institutional strength becomes shared resources, and research investment become developmental gains. Researchers also introduced and improved garlic production practices that combines optimized planting density with precision nutrient management. Compared with traditional practices, yields increased from around 3.5 tons to 5.5 tons per hectare. The impact is clear: higher productivity, better income potential, more efficient use, and a stronger foundation for revitalizing the garlic industry. Beyond garlic, researchers transform underutilized native resources into health-oriented innovations. From Nipasa, they develop postbiotic hydrogel that accelerate wound healing and helps regulate inflammation. This positioned the Ilocos region as a contributor to health biotechnology innovation. The technology offers a promising and affordable wound care option for patients and healthcare providers, while also creating potential livelihood opportunities for coastal communities that can supply raw materials and participate in value chain. Likewise, a probiotic strain isolated from Famale, a native Dioscorea species, showed strong starch degrading capability. Its possible applications in food processing, fermentation, and nutraceutical provide new value for food processors, researchers, and consumers. By linking indigenous crops with biotechnology, the consortium helps strengthen local industries, improve nutrition, and demonstrate the economic potential of biodiversity-based innovation. We continue to strengthen the R&D resource utilizations in the region through the coordinated actions of all clusters, led by the Regional Techno-Transfer Cluster and the Subcluster and Technology Commercialization. During this period, several technology transfer projects emerged from consortium-facilitated trainings, mentoring, and planning meetings. These projects were approved and implemented to ensure that research outputs move beyond laboratories and efforts. They are translated into products, services, enterprises, and community-based solutions that respond to real needs. One of the major technology transfer initiatives is the RACE project, now institutionalized across implementing CMS, particularly through the IPTBMs and the ATBIs. 5 COIs are collaboratively implementing 9 component projects under this initiative. Together, they move technologies from proof of concept to practical use, from research stations to enterprises, and from institutional outputs to stakeholders' benefits. Through RACE, technologies are reaching farmers, processors, MSMEs, and communities, The impact is seen in improved productivity, new livelihood opportunities, stronger business models, and increased readiness for adoption and commercialization. This collaborative framework accelerates disseminations while ensuring that R&D results are fully utilized and sustained across regional.
With Ilaarrdec initiating the networking events in the region, they help us connect with our industry partners and other consortium member institutions that provide experts in the region as well as mentorship and capability building activities. Ilaarrdec also sponsors the annual review of our completed researches in the region. And with this annual activity, we are able to present also the findings of our researches, particularly those technologies that are available for adoption for our stakeholders.
Pre-commercialization activities were conducted to bridge the gap between the sales output and in-user adoption. These included technology monetization, intellectual property protection, market assessment, business model development, and partner matching. These steps ensured that technologies were not only scientifically sound, but also market-ready, user-responsive, and capable of generating livelihood and enterprise impact. Through this process, CMI-generated technologies moved toward adoption and commercialization. The establishment of incubators in Ilocos Norte demonstrate how consortium-led innovation can support local enterprise development. Licensing agreements and business engagement further show that research output can create value, generate income, and strengthen regional industries. Technology and information deployment remains one of the consortium's strongest pathway for impact. Dissemination was carried out through complementary modalities to ensure that innovation reaches farmers, entrepreneurs, local governments, and communities in forms that are practical, accessible, and ready to use. Across the region, technologies covered food production and processing, mechanization, farming systems, climate-smart agriculture, and ICT applications. MMSU's pickled mango, tinapay paste, and tomango juice supported the regional agribusiness hub. Dinso's onion harvester address labor and mechanization gaps. Penalized low glycemic index rice for nutrition needs. Black garlic products, climate smart gardening systems, and the current mobile application demonstrated how the consortium respond to diverse stakeholders' demand. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the deployment of chip-on pieces in retort pouches and ready-to-eat solar dry and bucket dry, these products help address food sustainability and safety concerns. These P-card funding initiatives provided practical and nutritious options for communities during a period of crisis. STCBA projects were also institutionalized as key modality for technology deployment. Even after project completion, communities continued to benefit from off-season hybrid tomato production, bamboo one-load and pop-high technologies, carbonized hyson, and other complementary root packages. The Talul project, under the Sidecut Expansion Program, further transport technologies in experiential learning through farm tourism. The Mangrove project trained communities in simple propagation and community organizing, strengthen local capacity for nature-based coastal management. The collaborations with the Jollibee Group Foundation link garlic and onion farmers directly to institutional market, while capacity building and training support systems improve enterprise readiness and market access. These are clear examples of R&D utilizations become lively, resilience, and inclusive development. With these initiatives, technology promotions was elevated through a combination of festivals, exhibits, field days, trade fairs, media, digital platforms, and community-based learnings. The revitalizations of the Garlic Festival, led by MMSU and the provincial government of Ilocos Norte, Tacarada Incorporated, and JECA, showcase innovations that directly support farmers and local enterprises. In partnership with Sipord, the Western Peanut highlighted technologies from MMSU, DRFO1, and US21, while farmers, cooperators, and assisted MSMEs demonstrated how research can be translated into marketable products and improve production practices. The National Science and Technology Week also provided a national platform for mature technologies aligned with smart agriculture. Featured innovations include regenerative farming, climate smart farming by PCC, rice mechanizations by Q-Rice, onion mechanizations by Dinso, precision fertilizer program for corn by DA, and introduces automated building is fitted. Participations in regional trade fairs, garden shows, lakbay palay, exhibits, field days, thesis presentations, and pitching activities while in the reach of consortium-generated technologies. The Techno-Gawai Summit, implemented with ATRPC, empowered farmers and LGA partners with technologies ready for adoption. These were reinforced by IEC materials, press releases, Banawa pictures, Ilaarrdec reporters, techno bulletins, social media, web pages, Facebook, Picard Slips, and the School of the Air program. Through these combined efforts, knowledge reached not only conference halls but also farms, homes, enterprises, and rural communities. Over the years, deliberate actions were undertaken to enhance the competencies of human resources across our CMS. Training programs were carefully aligned with institutional needs and regional priorities. A key focus was proposal packaging, which directly contributed to the development, approval, and implementations of more R&D and technology transfer projects. This was complemented by training and policy research formulations and policy curriculum development, addressing the gap between research results and policy action. The integrations of gender analysis tools further strengthened inclusivity and responsiveness in the R&D mindset. Through these initiatives, capacity building became more than training, became an investment in better proposals, better research, better policies, and better services for communities. Training and proposal skills and packaging promotional materials help researchers communicate their work with greater clarity and confidence. These efforts contributed to awards and recognition, while endorsement to Picard and other funding agency training expanded the expertise of coordinators and researchers. The impact is a stronger pool of regional experts who can design projects, present results, engage stakeholders, and lead innovation activities within and beyond their institutions. Rigorous workshop and journal article writing enable researchers to qualify for Communication Incentive Award and increase the visibility of regional research outputs. The growth in published outputs and the approval of more proposals by various agencies reflect the strengthening research capacity of CFIs. These accomplishments demonstrate how consortium support creates a ripple effect. Researchers become more competitive, institutions become more productive, and the region gains stronger knowledge and resources for innovations and development.
Yung ating membership with the consortia, yung Ilaarrdec, naging dahilan din yan para ma-review natin yung ating standard operating instruction for research and extension, particularly dun sa incentive. So, that is included na doon sa ating incentive sa policy natin, and therefore, yung mga winners natin sa mga presentations sa ating regional conference or symposium, meron silang incentives. At the same time, yung incentives natin sa publication and then sa intellectual property, na-improve din because of our membership with the consortium.
Beyond landing credits, capacity building was reinforced through facility upgrades. The UST Picard funded projects in enhancing audiovisual equipment, ICT infrastructure, and connectivity, provided modern facilities at Ilaarrdec one-stop information shop. These amenities are now actively used by stakeholders during seminars, trainings, meetings, reviews, and knowledge-sharing activities. The facility strengthened consortium's ability to orbit partners, deliver programs efficiently, and support collaborations across institutions. The upgraded Garlic Research Center is likewise being utilized by CMIs for advanced garlic research, collaborative experiments, diagnostics, and extension support. This facility strengthens the region's capacity to generate science-based solutions for the garlic industry and provide a shared platform where researchers, students, extension workers, and farmers can benefit from improved research infrastructure.
Resources are very helpful to us. So far, the laptop that you gave us help us in designing and maintaining our databases. We use them in our RDI initiatives and program, and these are very helpful to us.
These initiatives yielded significant outcome, awards and commissions, improved proposal development, higher approval rate, stronger policy linkages, more competitive researches, and wider disseminations of technologies. Upgraded facilities amplified collaborations by enabling more effective training delivery, broader stakeholders' participation, better documentations, and stronger extension support. In effect, capacity building translated institutional growth and improved service to communities. In pursuit of excellence, the consortium's role is evident through continuous capability building activities. rigorous review and evaluations of research outputs, timely disseminations of information, and strategic endorsement and serving researchers and institutions the award-giving bodies. To strengthen integrity and professionalism, non-disclosure agreements were institutionalized during paper reviews and symposium. Policies and guidelines for the regional symposiums were also enhanced, including uniform paper formats aligned with PCARD's standards, separate categories for popular poster competitions, and increased awards for winning authors. This governance improvement promoted fairness, quality, confidentiality, and motivation, while encouraging researchers to pursue excellence and innovation. Moreover, to enhance the technology program, the regional organization structure was updated by designating CMIs as provincial technical working group and provincial management agencies. This strengthened monitoring and revitalizations of peach centers, ensuring that technologies and practices are extended more effectively to farmers and LGUs. These initiatives demonstrate the Consortium's commitment to responsive governance, shared accountability, collaborations, and inclusive. Under policy analysis and advocacy, Ilaarrdec highlights research findings that contribute to decision-making in the ANR sector. The research output of CMIs can generate important policy implications of productivity, technology adoption, disaster risk reduction, fisheries management, and salt industry development, ethics, and resource governance. Among the research outputs with notable policy relevance is the study of tidal dynamics of coastal flooding, which recommended prohibiting the removal of beach vegetation within the island, planting of beach forest trees and vegetations as the first line of defense against waves, tides, and storm surges. The study of the population dynamics of gas and methane, or tugpone, provided evidence to guide fishery policies, harvest control rules, and harvest control measures, and local ordinances to restore stocks to sustainable levels. The study and mapping potential southern areas using geospatial and climatic parameters recommended the integrations of suitability maps into local land use and coastal resource management plans. In support, the Philippine Salt Industry Development Act of 2024 provides a science-based foundations for future investment. Through these efforts, research becomes evidence for policy, and policy becomes a pathway for wider impact. Ilaarrdec actively engaged in policy research formulation as a panel member of the RRDIC under the RDC1 Policy Research Program. The consortium also disseminated calls for papers and encouraged CMIs to contribute policy-oriented research outputs. Several outputs were endorsed and presented to the RRDIC for possible adoptions of the Regional Development Council, helping translate research findings into actionable recommendations. The policy proposal and strengthening encouraging of plant growth promoter implementations was approved by the RRDIC and demonstrated true crop productivity interventions in climate vulnerable areas. Disaster risk reduction technologies were also promoted through policy recommendations and participation in Handa Pilipinas 2024 Luzon Led, raising awareness among LGUs and available DRRM technologies. For intellectual property and technology transfer, CMIs implementing IPTBM and the ADH project secured board approval of IP policies, technology transfer protocols, and regional operations manuals after rigorous review by the Consortium Tech Commercialization Cluster. The RRDIC also approved the call-out for LGUs, SUCs, government agencies, private sectors, and other organizations to adopt the DOST-led OneASIB program. These actions show how Ilaarrdec connects research, policy, governance, and implementation. We consistently advocate and implement policies that ensure research output truly benefit communities. Compliance with the Technology Transfer Act of 2009 or the RA 10055 is demonstrated through the RACE project. To safeguard public interest and uphold intellectual property rights, the consortium helped establish a fairness opinion board that evaluates licensing terms and ensures equitable benefits for stakeholders. Guided by the RDC1 mandate, Ilaarrdec implemented approved research-based policy recommendations. RRDC's Resolutions Number 42, Series of 2020, welcomed the 4 provinces as honorary members of the consortium, strengthening the interface between research institutions and the communities they serve. Through the revitalized technology program, technology and information dissemination has been expanded, advancing Executive Order 801 Series of 2009 by institutionalizing LGU partnership as a cornerstone of agricultural extension and innovation. The consortium also advocated the requirement that all research involving human respondents undergo ethics review and secure research ethic clearance from accredited reviewer. These efforts bridge research and practice, protect public interest, promote ethical standards, and ensure that innovation reaches the people who need it most. Through the years, planning and programming initiatives have served the foundation of achieving shared goals. By harnessing the collective strength of consortium member institutions, Ilaarrdec has transformed collaborations into progress and progress into measurable impact. The technical working cluster brought unique expertise, diverse perspective, and innovative problem-solving approaches. Together, they implemented programs and activities that strengthen the consortium leadership in research, extension, technology transfer, policy support, and innovation management. Through active participations in Agri-10 and the Ilaarrdec, the consortium aligned regional priorities with national innovation frameworks. This enabled the endorsement and advancement of high-impact projects such as the RACE, Coaster, SOL, Sabay, and innovations for Carly. Coordination among CMIs in the OneASI program led by the OST placed SUC member institutions in a strong position to secure, support, and implement SOLT-related projects and initiatives. Strategic planning workshops and consultations consolidated institutional strength and paved the way of collaborative projects in livestock, forest development, Carabao multiplier farms, dairy centers, ICT modernization, technology transfer, the RACE project, and the Talon SciCat project. Ilaarrdec also spearheaded the coconut hybridization R&D program in Northern Philippines, beginning with the Proposal Rights Act and culminating in approval for implementation, led by MMSU and supported by CMIs and partner agencies across Northern and Central Zone. To ensure quality and relevance, monitoring and evaluation mechanisms such as agency in-house reviews, commodity reviews, and the regional symposium and R&D highlight critically assess outputs and align them with regional needs. Joint initiatives with other consortia, amplify disseminations and utilization. These coordinated efforts show how Ilaarrdec harmonizes research, strengthens collaboration, and drives innovations for inclusive and sustainable regional development.
Ilaarrdec has helped us in crafting our research development and innovation agenda, particularly sa agriculture, aquaculture, and natural resources. So we have more comprehensive research and development agenda in that particular cluster. And also with the capacity building through the Ilaarrdec, we have capacitated our faculty and staff researchers, particularly in writing proposals. So, ang result nun is we have submitted already proposals for DOSTP card funding. And one of the researches na ginagawa natin, or activities na ginagawa natin ngayon is the RACE project, which we are involved in the region. And that is led by, of course, the MMSU.
Over the years, Ilaarrdec has transformed collaborations into tangible progress. It has mobilized the expertise of member institutions, aligned regional priorities with national development directions, and ensured that research output are not only produced, but utilized. Why does Ilaarrdec deserve the Ugnay Award? Ilaarrdec deserves the Ugnay Award because it has consistently shown how a consortium can turn partnership into impact for the agriculture, aquatic, and natural resources sector. It has harmonized research and extension across institutions, advanced high-impact projects, strengthened technology transfer, and supported policy advocacy, upgraded facilities, developed human resources, and connected innovations to farmers, fisher folks, MSMEs, local governments, industries, and community. The consortium has upheld ethical standards, strengthened monitoring and evaluation, promoted inclusive governance, and created platforms where researchers, adopters, investors, and communities can work together. Its accomplishments are not isolated achievements. They are the results of sustained collaboration, shared leadership, and a clear commitment to regional development. Ilaarrdec bridges science and practice. It empowers stakeholders. It advances resilience in the A&R sector. And most importantly, it ensures that knowledge becomes service, research becomes livelihood, and innovation becomes hope for the Ilocos region. The sustained vision and proven impact make Ilaarrdec a deserving recipient of the Ugnay Award and a vital course in advancing the agricultural, aquatic, and natural resources landscape of region. Agri-Aqua Ilocos Region, Agri-Aqua Ilaarrdec.